Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I'm here to make spirituality accessible and fun for you. Okay, so today I have in store for you guys a new pick a card reading, and I was working with the guides and they wanted me to look into how I can help you align with your authentic path. Your authentic path, experiencing more authenticity, with yourself in your experience around other people or in spite of, other people's opinions. And they also want to unveil to you what's unlocking for you as you lean into this path of authenticity. The universe rewards the brave. So I believe authenticity is an act of bravery at times because it's that moment where you're standing at a fork in the road and you have to make a decision about what's truly important to you. And the way this world works, things are backwards, essentially. They educate you to chase money. They educate you to chase, period. And there's really not much we need to chase or anything that we need to chase so much as the urges we need to follow to move naturally. If you think about animals in their habitat, they just have a natural sense for when they need to move. They're not pushing, making things happen. So we're going to look into whatever guidance the guides have to offer. We are only going to be doing 3 piles today, and I think I'm going to be doing 3 piles moving on forward because I thought about it, I'm like, my collective isn't really that big. And even though there may be a variety of you guys who watch these videos, for the most part, I think we're all kind of tapping into similar messages. And I often find that there's usually 2 piles where the messages almost seem very mirror, like very much the same. So we're going to have 3 crystals to choose from. Feel free to check out my other series. I do channeled messages on this channel. I also do a series called The Wake Up Call, where I'm essentially helping to assist people in their spiritual journey and understanding they're not alone. If you're going through awakening, as we all do at points in times, just know that you are very much supported. Thank you guys so much for the support on this channel and for the positive comments. You guys help me to... Well, it's important. It's important to know that there is an audience of people who are finding this information valuable. But even if they weren't, maybe I would create it anyways. But it is important. It is important for me to have people to work with. So I appreciate the support. If you guys are interested in supporting me in addition, feel free to hit the donate. Feel free to hit up my PayPal. Feel free to whatever in which way you feel inspired to. And I would appreciate the support because, again, it just helps me to keep making content for you. Let us move on to the point where you get to pick and choose your crystal. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to the point where you get to pick and choose your crystal. So let me go ahead and introduce the crystals to you. We have group number 1 with the red jasper. We have group number 2 with the malachite. And we have group number 3 with the sodalite pendulum. Okay, so please meditate on the crystal or the crystals that best resonate with you. All right, here's your singing bowl. All right. Group number 1, if you chose the red jasper, we're going to go ahead and start with you first. Hey, group number 1, welcome to your reading. So as you guys can recall, we're looking into your authentic path. Whatever I can advise the guides would like to offer to help you align better with it. And they also want you to know what's coming as a result as well. So I think we'll pull for how you can align and then the outcome, if what will happen if you do align with it. So as usual, I'm going to pull energies and I'm going to pull cards, and I will pull nakshatras because I feel like these are very specific energies, very, very specific energies, and we'll get into that as well. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. I was watching a woman. I saw her back. She had like dark hair and she was wearing like a ball gown and she was walking away. To me, this represented, the ball gown to me represented, there's something about like being seen. That's very important. And being comfortable in your skin. Because even, I know sometimes maybe we feel insecure even when we're like dressed up. Sometimes, I remember when I first started like wearing makeup, I would feel more self-conscious with it on than with it off. And so it took me a long time to actually stick with it. Even now, I'm kind of like off and on about it, but I would feel more like insecure with it on. But there's something about, I think you are going to be given this opportunity to be seen more. Being okay with the attention being on you. Almost unbothered. And I think they want you to own this. So I think for you, what's going to work really great is like saying affirmations like I'm the best, or like I'm the best at, I'm great at what I do, or something like that. So maybe not feeding into the ego, but feeding into understanding your infinite potential, your infinite awesomeness. But I was getting a lot of unbothered energy. It felt like a star, like kind of like a pop star. You know, the people, if you watch them on stage, they know they're stars. They put in the work. They've built themselves up to that status. And yeah, more people recognize them. And sometimes we look at celebrities and we judge them, but I'm like, but we don't see all the work they do behind the scenes. In fact, we don't see a lot of the confidence building that they have to do to not feel that pushback against, you know, the insecurities against the world. And I was just thinking about Selena Gomez the other day, and I was like, you know what? And even Taylor Swift, I've never really listened to their stuff or anything like that. But I started thinking about it. I'm like, these women are so brave for putting themselves out there. It's got to be hard, you know, with other people's opinions, to allow yourself to just like let your body change, to let it, but you're going to have to develop a unbotheredness, because I feel like one of the things that is coming towards you is more attention, more status, more people knowing who you are, more people knowing your name. And people are going to have opinions, and they're not always going to be the best opinions. That's just the human nature. Like, not everyone's going to like you or what you have to do, but can we be unbothered? They want you to walk away, like keep walking away over and over and over again, and believe in your worthiness. Understand that you've been granted this opportunity because it was meant for you. But not only that, we have an inherent inborn worthiness. So you don't have to actually work for it. You just have to reveal it and tap into that every day and be like, yes, I'm worthy. I'm the queen of my world, king of my world. No one can stop me because I'm God's child. I suppose. Okay, so you guys chose the red jasper. I saw 555 on the clock. So I feel like the shift that's coming in your life is coming relatively soon, I would say. I feel like this is definitely the pile for like the end of December. January is like a significant mark for you in terms of transformation moving forward. Yeah, I mean, jaspers are very much about like steady, sturdy, stability, pentacles energy. It's like just owning what you have. Like being very grounded. So root chakra energy it's probably going to be very important for you to work on. It's like getting stable in your body, feeling safe in your body. So for example, you know, I get stage fright sometimes, and definitely when I first started doing these readings, I was so nervous. And you start, you know, getting in your head, you start overthinking. But if we can get back in our body and be present and just be like an observer in our body, it wouldn't overwhelm us so much. So I think that's going to be very key for you. Yeah, I heard you have a lot of magic stored up in you. I heard you have a lot of magic stored up inside of you. So it's stored, but if we can allow ourselves to share it with the world, that's what's important. Let the world see your magic, experience it. Yes, I'm being very much, I feel like this group, very much you have talents, skills, gifts, meant to be shared, meant to be seen. And I feel like you've been building them for like a long time. It just feels very solid. Like it's developed. Now, are we comfortable with sharing it with more people or a bigger audience? Sometimes the audience doesn't come because we're still struggling with being seen. So if we can overcome that, then so much more can come in. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the next Shatra card for you. We'll see guidance for this group's authenticity. Baharani. Okay, that one likes to come out. That's all right. They need you to think of yourself as number one. This card keeps wanting to come out for a lot of the readings. They will need you to see yourself as number one. So Baharani is the second nakshatra. It's in Aries. It's connected to death, rebirth, the feminine reproductive system, which is about creativity and birthing ideas. To me, the death is like letting your old self die, letting your new self be born. They want you to own this confidence. Baharani is about a spectrum. It operates between extremes, right? The life and death. There is a youthfulness, naivete, and there can also be a serious, wise aspect. Letting yourself operate between spectrums quite naturally, given the situation, is what's going to help you. So being adaptable and flexible to what parts of you want to come out, and knowing that that's natural. It's natural for you to operate on a spectrum. And I think some people think it's fake that people, they show one kind of emotion and then they show another. I'm like, we're fluid creative beings. And you're definitely a fluid creative being. And they want you to acknowledge this. Acknowledge the fluidity that exists inside of you that wants to come out and be expressed. Definitely go-getters, pioneers, pave their own path, be seen, on fire. The only one I could think of who has Baharani, well, they think that they're path pavers, so they're very unique. They stand out. And Pete Davidson's the only one I can think of who actually has Baharani in his chart, but he has like a unique quality to him, right? People see him as like, he has like a unique vibe to him, very different. Operates between extremes, can be very wise, but very playful. He's a comedian too. And also very creative. He does acting, comedy, he does a lot of different projects because he's just a very creative being. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start pulling cards for your authentic path. So first thing we're looking is into guidance for this group to embrace more of their authenticity. Guidance for you to embrace more of your authenticity. What is that? Okay, there we go. 8 of Wands. Just get moving. Just get moving. Just get moving. I'm hearing Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Okay. So that's important. I think, we're not always going to get everything we want right away, or even when we want it. Sometimes things are a little delayed when they show up. So what's important for you is to keep moving and keep believing. I'm hearing the Journey song. Just don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in yourself. Don't stop believing in yourself. Keep moving. Keep believing that you can create the experience that you truly want to create for yourself. We have butterflies. So this is the transformation. Yeah, life is going to be like up and down. They want you to embrace this. It's going to be up and down. So it's not always going to be this perfect, like, everything's great. No, it's going to be, what people don't show you, successful people don't show you is like the failures. Like, we see their successes, but we celebrate the successes, right? We're not really going to, oh yeah, I failed. Like, that doesn't feel great. But most successful people fail more than they succeed. And they've just gotten used to it. Like, okay, we're going to have moments where we fail, but wow, when we can succeed, let's celebrate this. Let's just know that this is awesome and know that any kind of disappointment was just a pathway towards what we really wanted. Kevin Hart created, I think, like a sitcom that lasted like 2 episodes before it got canceled. He's huge now. It just, I want to say like divine timing kind of played a role into it for him, but it was also, he had more lessons to learn. Like, he still had more maturity to grow into. He still had stages to grow into before he was able to take on the responsibility. And as a result, look at him. Star, right? He loves taking on responsibility. He loves taking on more success, more opportunities. He's just like, whatever project he can get his hands on, he's just there. because he doesn't take it for granted. Okay, let's see what else advice they have for you. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands here. Look at that. Magician. Okay, they really want you to be more intentional about what you're manifesting. These are both manifestation energies here. They want you to be a lot more intentional about what you are manifesting. Or just to believe you can, like, it's again, the don't stop believing. Believe you can manifest it. Okay, so I think assignment that I can give you right now is to just write down what you want. And to think of who you need to become to achieve that. Who do you need to become or achieve that outcome? Do you need to be more confident in yourself? Do you need to build some kind of skills? They're saying you do have all the skill set here with this Magician card, but your thing is belief system. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and see additional advice for how you can step into your authentic path. We have here the King of Wands. Damn. Yeah. With that red jasper, are we surprised we got all these wands coming through? Yeah, so again, about confidence is huge. They want you to embrace more of the masculine. So to me, even Baharani, even though it's a female reproductive system, I feel like this is, I guess because it's Aries and it's cardinal, it's just very much a go-getter. So being more of this go-getter mentality, understanding that you can do it, you can achieve it, you can create it, whatever it is you desire to, which means you have to lead yourself and stop thinking as yourself as a subordinate to someone else. Understand that you're the one leading your life. So you're the one who has to make the demands. So if you want something, manifest it, write it down, be very clear about, for example, if you're signing a contract, be very clear about your standards. Like, what do you want? What are the things that are going to make you say yes to signing this contract? Be like, I need a house in Malibu. I need a Corvette. Like, you need to make those demands, straight up. I would say meditate on what you think is like, you're like, okay, what would be a fair estimate or understanding of, if I make this request, is it too much? It's only too much. Don't psych yourself out. Don't psych yourself out. I think you have to ask for more. For this group, definitely asking for more and taking up more space is going to be important for you. Standing tall, being confident, looking someone in the eye and being like, yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, $1 million, duh. Okay, so let's see what's coming as a result of you being able to step into your authenticity. What is this paving a path towards? Ooh, you got the Empress. So you are paving a pathway towards a lifestyle where you essentially get everything that you want. You're going to be very well off and very comfortable. Well off, abundant, wealthy, comfortable. That's what you're paving the path towards. It's like you have everything you need. But we're also getting luxury here. Luxury. To me, I do associate a lot of materialism with the Empress because she's associated with Venus. So in general, you're going to be living a life of pleasure, very much 11th house energy, Venus energy, a life of pleasure where you attain what you want and get to enjoy the lifestyle that you want. The irony is like there's a lot of, yes, you're doing the work, but you don't have to do too much work. And it's just going to be easy. Like, the lifestyle you've always wanted to live is going to be very luxurious, very comfortable, very easy. That's what you're calling in by doing something that you're just where you're being your authentic self. Tell us more about what are they paving a pathway towards? What is their authenticity paving a pathway towards, guides? Ooh, Moon. It's a little mysterious. I don't think I'm supposed to dive. To me, you know what the Moon card represents? Well, it could also represent fears, but I'm not getting that. It's not where we're picking up. I'll pull a clarifier for it, but I think a lot of it's like whatever you create, whatever you want is what you get. It's kind of how it manifests. Tell us more about the Moon card. Ooh, you guys got two. You got the Chariot and you got the Devil card. Okay. So this is not a bad omen in any sense. There's a lot of power. Okay, so there's a lot of power that's coming with this, like status. There's a little mysterious, but there's like power status. We got Capricorn energy coming through. That's why the Devil card is here. there's like status that you're going to experience. So we have 2 moon energies. And moon is all about comfort. There's a lot about comfort coming through. The chariot specifically is about progress, movement. So what you're paving a pathway towards, literally, because we have the chariot, is like you're creating your pathway, first and foremost. You're intuitively creating it as you move along. So you're not going to know everything, but there's like power and status that comes with this. There's a weightiness that comes with what you are aiming for here. So let's just go ahead and pull some oracle cards and see what they want us to know in terms of authenticity for you. So what does this group have to do to embrace more of their authenticity, guys? We have here House 4. Oh, interesting. House 4. Oh, okay. We got a lot. I'll read them all. We have here House 4, House 2, Jupiter, Cancer again, and Square. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you're creating a pathway, again, about the home and comfort. I think you're literally going to have your dream home here with this House 4. We got Jupiter energy, and we have Cancer. Those are all about opulence, blessings, comforts. We also have House 2. So material success and security is something you're definitely expanding in, and you're getting more of. Jupiter, interestingly enough, is exalted in Cancer. So it's like you're going to be very in tune with your desires and yourself. So essentially, you're going to have moments where you're like, okay, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for a car, or I'm ready for a new house. And then it's just like you learn how to manifest it, and then it comes. And then you're like, okay, I'm ready to expand my business. So you ask yourself, okay, let's manifest it, and then it comes. Let's go ahead and check into the Square. So there is some kind of challenge that's coming in. I feel like this has to do with the status. I feel like there's something you might be resistant to here that's coming with this that might be uncomfortable. It's like, yes, we get all the comforts, the luxury, the life that we've always wanted, prayed for, but there's something here. Tell us more about the Square, guides. I feel like this is a perception, but we're going to go ahead and 3 of Swords. Whoa. Okay, tell us more. It's very interesting. I'm curious. 5 of Cups. Whoa. What is this energy? Tell us more, please. Three of Cups. Is this what you have to release in order for you to move on this path of authenticity? Okay, I got you. This has been coming up in the collective reads, and they want me to reaffirm this. There are some people who are not going to be supportive of this path, of you being more authentic and being true to yourself. So it's not always going to be easy. And I don't know, did I say that in the crystal reading? Right? Again, there's like a challenge that comes with fame, celebrity, status. It's a combination of things. Okay, so part of it with this Devil card is people are going to be a little bit envious. And I'm like, that's not always the thing I want to communicate to people, but you might have to learn how to deal with that. And just understand that not everybody is going to be supportive sometimes. And that's okay. It's just, that's for their journey. That's for them to figure out on their own. And it has nothing to do with you. But that might make you feel hesitant or even feel guilty about being able to create this life for yourself, where you've been true to yourself. But the thing is, it's because other people haven't been true to themselves. So it's, people are going to get triggered. Sometimes when people are really authentic, people who are inauthentic get triggered. So there are going to be relationships you have, they want you to know this, that are not going to be able to sustain this growth that you're going through, this expansion. There are relationships that are not going to be able to survive this. And you have to be okay with that. It may even be connections. So I'm going to keep flip shuffling because I didn't really ask the question. Should I pull this? So what is this group? What is the authenticity, the pathway that this group is experiencing? What is it paving a pathway towards, guides? Imprisonment. Okay. Well, that's like the opposite. It's helping you to free yourself of the prison. Even with this Devil card, it's like you're shedding yourself of that, the shackles. And I think some people are just not going to be able to understand that. Because it's just the way it is. It triggers people sometimes. That's cause and effect kind of thing. So we have 29 imprisonment. So you're going to be freeing yourself of, you're freeing yourself. Okay, so it's like, to me, not only you're going to be manifesting, you have the ability to sort of manifest your dream life and like what you've always wanted with this Jupiter, exalted Jupiter, influencing the second house and the fourth house. It's like, as far as abundance goes, you're probably going to be really surprised as to how successful you're going to be down the line. It's going to surprise you. But you're freeing yourself in a lot of different ways. You're freeing yourself of the matrix. Like, you're not a part of that. That's why it's just going to be easy for you to manifest what you want, essentially. Okay. So, let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Guides, what would you like this group to know? What would help them pave the pathway towards their authenticity? Gossip. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's coming back again. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Okay, there's a huge thing about relationships, people, envy. And I was talking about celebrity and like famous people and how people talk about them, right? So that's coming through. You guys are getting status. That's very significant for you to know because, yeah, there's a status associated with your pathway because people are going to be talking about you. So they want you to be strong in just like a mental strength. Your mental strength is important here because maybe part of you is going to feel like, oh no, what did I do wrong? But this is just something you're going to have to work through. It's going to be like growing pains. Even celebrities, we wonder why they act out sometimes. I'm like, they're human. I'm sure they feel a lot of pressure at times, and that sucks. It sucks to feel the pressure. It sucks. We have here, shadow attributes, thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. Be intuitive about who you trust. Just be intuitive. Be intuitive about who you trust, because sometimes when you get more, right, success and opulence and abundance, people are like, oh, well, you got the money, right? So you can just give it to me, right? No. No. I don't have to. I don't have to. It's my choice, my decision. Sorry. It just seems kind of dark, so I brought the light down. Let me see if I can brighten the light here. Oops. That is not what I was trying to do. Yeah. Real stuff for this group. It's like, oh my gosh, there's so much beauty opening up in your life, but there's also challenges too. A lot about Cancer energy, so a lot about comfort, nurturing, listening to your intuition. Okay. Prosperity, yep. So prosperity is going to come towards you. It's going to be a very generous pathway. As this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. That's why you're manifesting a lot of prosperity, because you're realizing there's an unlimited abundance. We have here 34, strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, eye power. You're going to surprise yourself. You're not going to be the same person like 10 years. You're going to surprise yourself at how strong you can be and what you can handle. We have here 45, dream sweet, sleep deep, sleep that's deep and last till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. Yeah, you're manifesting your dream life. You're manifesting your dream life. So what else do you guys need? Let's just do some additional guidance for you so you can embrace this pathway with grace. Yeah. We have here Hilarion, divine healing, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal your light. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. And heal. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Yeah, so your light is very beautiful. That's why you're going to be, it's when you work from the light, you're able to be of this beautiful experience to other people. Also with Jupiter and Cancer, I would say that is a very healing experience. So you may be activating healing somehow. This is part of your pathways, like being a healer to other people. This is also about honoring your sensitivity. So you're probably a very sensitive person with all this Cancer energy showing up in your reading. Very attuned, very sensitive. And that's why, and the Cancers, here's the thing about Cancers, they're great with people. They're fantastic with people. And so it may be hard because part of you may struggle with this idea of that people won't like you. Or, I don't know, they won't support your pathway because you care about them, but they're not. This is your challenge, right? Is community and being around a supportive community. But they just want you to know, retreat. Use your energy well. It's not meant for everyone. Be selfish because you only got so much to give. And the reason why is because your light is so valuable. It's so valuable. Okay. Additional guidance for this group. Soul Lesson Clarity Solar Plexus. Eternal Sunshine I Awake number 9. So this is like my fire Aries energy. It's like you are eternal sunshine. You're exactly what the world needs. Lean into your confidence. Be confident about this pathway. You're going to get more clarity as you move along. Sometimes things can seem foggy. Being a healer, maybe doing spiritual work here with this Jupiter Cancer. Maybe you're going to be a teacher in some way and shape and form to other people. This can feel a little confusing at times. But just know that you're on the path of light. And not everyone can relate to that. Okay. Tell us more, guys. I think you're a very magnetic person. You're a very magnetic person. You're very easy to like. So part of you just cares about how people perceive you. Because you can kind of sense their feelings, but pull away from that. You're deserving of so much more. Yeah, there's so much Cancer here. Cancer, Chariot, the Moon card. We have here Aaron Hod, time 3. Divine timing. Okay, so divine timing plays a huge important role in you growing in your endeavors. So again, this is about being very attuned to divine timing. Don't push anything. Just feel for natural urges that you feel called to. And that's going to guide you in the direction that you need to go. 3 is about expression, movement. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm being taken to this movie. Yeah, so the other day I watched this movie called... Oh, dang, I forgot. I think it's called 222. But it has my favorite actress in it, Tess. Okay, why am I forgetting her name? Sorry. I feel like I'm going to say it wrong. But in the movie, essentially... You know what? I'm going to pull clarifiers for you. I think you are, or maybe you have a natural affinity for being in the right place at the right time as well. But let's listen to additional guidance from this. Tell me more about Aaron Hod time. Yeah. Oh. 10 of Cups in the Judgment card. Yeah. So in the movie, it was interesting because it was about this guy who reunited with kind of like a soulmate in a different lifetime. It was very interesting. And then we got the Rebirth card. And I don't know, it was like they were repeating the same story, but finding a different ending. So I feel like you're being reunited with a soul tribe. Here, a group of people who you're just meant to be around. Who's going to feel more like home and familiarity to you. Yeah, that's important. But it looks like all in all, you're going to get your happy ending, right? Everything is just going to unfold in divine timing. There's no need to push for things to happen. Just sense for it, like sense for what you need to do, natural urges. Okay, group number 1, I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if it resonated. Have a beautiful day or evening. And bye. Hey, group number 2, if you chose a Malachite, then this is going to be your reading. So we're looking into how you can align more with your authentic path, which essentially is like your true calling, but they want me to give you specific advice on how you can align. So we're going to pull cards for that, and then we're also going to pull cards for what's coming as a result of you aligning with your authentic path. And as usual, I like to pull energies first, read the crystal, and pull cards. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 2, please. Okay. So I was seeing like the Trinity or the 3 sides, like 3. So this pathway is going to help you, I wanted to say like align your energy, like really balance it out very beautifully. So if you think mind, body, and spirit, for example, the Trinity, mind, body, spirit, everything's going to kind of balance out for you. So this is why this pathway is important for you, because you're going to feel so attuned, like so comfortable in yourself moving forward if you decide that's what you want to do. So as before, maybe you struggled with mental health. You're not going to struggle with that anymore. It's just going to be balanced. Everything's just going to level out and balance out. I feel like you're going to learn how to own this very calm and centered essence within you. And I was being taken to Eckhart Tolle too, how he's just like totally a chill guy. He just seems very much like aligned, like mind, body, spirit, everything is just good. Whew. So the next thing I was seeing was like tribal feathers. So you're going to, so like that's tribal energy leader. You're going to be a tribal leader. You're elevating to the status of tribal leader. Yeah, so you're going to be someone who's very important. I guess I'm not very surprised with the Malachite in the spiritual community. Someone who's helping to guide other people in their spiritual journeys. And this feels like strong dharma for this group has been like, you have strong dharma that wants to be activated. Strong dharma, strong purpose, life purpose, strong calling. So yeah, you have a very like raw, authentic pathway. But I see tribal leaders as people who have like a really nice balance of strength, wisdom with them. They have really good access to knowledge and information that they can offer to aid other people in their journey. So a lot of confidence comes with this, but it feels very calm confidence because it's coming from a divine source. You're not trying really hard. You're not trying to study. It's very hard to get this information. It's very much intuitive pathway. Yeah. And the last thing I was seeing was a tree. So like tree of knowledge, access to infinite knowledge from the universe, maybe also from the earth too. Maybe wisdom of the earth too. You're also going to be embracing or creating for yourself a very just peaceful life in general. Peaceful, aligned with, very comfortable in nature, very, very natural, very organic lifestyle. So Malachite here, let's see what wants to come through. Okay, so I was seeing the stairway to heaven, so very interesting vision. I was seeing a stairway to heaven. So this is pretty big because you're essentially ascending in this lifetime. You're not going to be on the same level as you are in the next lifetime. I mean, you have the free will, of course, but I don't think you're going to come back or be reincarnated as a human in the next lifetime. You're going to graduate. So that's what you're really calling in, is you have the opportunity to graduate from being human by embracing like dharma, your dharma on the deepest level, and your destiny, essentially your destiny, your dharma, and releasing any attachment to ego. So either way, you're going to be ascending. So that's why I got the Eckhart Tolle reference. It's like ascendant master, ascendant mastery energy. It's what's being paved for you. I'm seeing like a shoe, like a boot. So it just makes me think of someone in the wilderness. There's something about natural instincts being very heightened, like this strong heightened instincts for knowing how to survive in the wild, survive in general. I feel like that's very much ascendant master energy. It's like you just have knowledge to give to people or your tribe about how to live, how to be more attuned with themselves. A lot of stability keeps coming through. Because the shoe feels like firm on the ground, feet on the ground. Get your feet back on the ground. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe grounding is also going to be important advice for you to embrace. Yeah, so I'm being taken to, sometimes when I look at this, it reminds me a little bit of my upbringing and the murals I would see on the walls in Hawaii. They're so beautiful and so connected to the earth and taking care of the earth. So I think there's something about you wanting to advocate or take care of the earth or just kind of create a really natural lifestyle for yourself and also offer that to other people too. So not trying to like bring more toxic energy into the world or a lot of purification essentially is what I'm getting. And there's something about traveling here, going places here that's you're going to have the opportunity to like go travel and speak to people. Perhaps if you want to step into this ascendant mastery energy, or you may just go and travel and speak to people. Perhaps you are more curious about understanding other cultures and how they operate, or you're the one who's talking to them. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a nakshatra card for you. Okay, advice for this group's authentic pathway. You got Anuradha, number 17. Beautiful. Strong. That's a strong energy. So Anuradha is number 17, 17th nakshatra. This is in the sign of Scorpio. So Anuradha, which is interesting because 1 and 7 add up to 8, which is Scorpio. Anuradha connects to, you might want to look at your chart and see if you have Anuradha anywhere. This is Vedic astrology, a Vedic nakshatra. But it's connected to Saturn, so it's ruled by Saturn and Mars. So Saturn, Mars energy, but it's very much connected to strength and power through discipline and devotion. So it's connected to Pravati. Anuradha is after Radha. So Anuradha, similar to Radha or Vishaka, is also about this archway. And to me, the archway is symbolic of death and rebirth. It's symbolic of having access to energetic realms. It's about having access to goals. So it's very much a goal-oriented power nakshatra where you're able to obtain success, but it's like a spiritual success too. Because a lot of, I feel like a lot of spiritually disciplined people have this sign very strongly, very powerfully. It's like they're attuned to like the water, right? The intuitive energy, yet at the same time, very disciplined. So that gives a lot of ability for someone to stabilize their power. They're not power hungry. They're able to obtain power because they have a strong sense of responsibility, obligation, and devotion to the world. Yeah. So you're also going to be going through periods of transformation. They want you to embrace devotion, transformation, being authentic and honest. I think Anuradha's Scorpio energy can be quite authentic because they're not trying to be or pretend. They just are. Anuradha is also connected to friendship as well, and being able to obtain the highest connections in friendship. It's also great for relationships because it's of devotion. So they're of being beautiful, devoted partners in their connections. Okay, let's go ahead and pull cards for you. So we're going to look into advice for how you can align with your authentic pathway. And we're also going to look into the result, like what's going to happen as a result of you embracing that. So advice for this group to align with their authentic pathway, please. We have here, oh my gosh, you guys are the spiritual teachers. We got the High Priestess. Yeah, so you're very psychic, intuitive, attuned. Your authentic pathway is for you to keep embracing that, for you to keep training it and disciplining it and using it for good. Because quite frankly, what I've found as I've opened up to the spiritual world is there are a lot of people who are very attuned, but they're not all using it. They're using it to the level of their consciousness, but they're not all using it with discipline, so to speak. Like it's the way that they communicate their advice and what they tell people to focus on. So to me, if you have people focus on fear, I really worry about that because fear is an illusion. So really, we want to help people transcend fear. We also want them to understand there's practical advice for what they can apply to their situation, no matter what. And there's something that they can do to resolve anything. So increasing fear or insecurity in people is just not that. So again, I want to go back to this. It's very important for you to be authentic to being true and using the knowledge wisely because you're being granted access to higher knowledge. This is higher knowledge opens itself or reveals it to people who want it to be revealed, who are ready for it to be revealed. But your emotional control will determine how it is exposed to the world. So there's a sense of responsibility that comes with it, in my opinion. Yeah, so what else am I seeing with this high priestess? Confidence, yeah, definitely confidence, but it's like very relaxed. It's like, I'm just here to be a vessel. I'm here to be a vessel for people to obtain knowledge and information what they need. Like I almost heard her say, I'm just here to do my job. I'm just here to do my job, okay? All right, tell us more, guides, about what's going to unlock this authentic pathway for this group. Advice. Whoa, Page of Pentacles and the Star card. Yeah, so you have a gift. You have the gift to help people heal here. With that Ace of Pentacles, you have the gift to be able to help people heal. Yep, you have the gift to help people heal. So again, responsibility comes with this. What they want you to do, you doing your own inner work and your healing is what's helping to elevate you. You researching, getting curious about spirituality, this is what's helping you. Watering your garden. Make sure you water your garden. So continue to nourish yourself with like good energy, positivity, light, meditation, affirmations. This is important. Yeah, you taking care of your health is going to be very important as well. Mind, body, and spirit. For this group, mind, body, and spirit, all of that's important for you. Because you're here to help people align with themselves, to get centered. Okay, so let's see what's going to come as a result of this group lining up with their pathway. Seven of Cups. Clarify. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so part of the thing. So there's like, I'm going to clarify this Ace of Pentacles here. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. I didn't really look at it long enough. Okay, there's something about seizing opportunities that's going to be important for you. So if there's an opportunity that comes your way, definitely seize it, grab it. Or if there's an idea you have for expanding in your business, do it. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles, please. Yeah, so that's the Four of Swords. Yep, so make sure you seize it. You may have to meditate on it, but definitely seize that opportunity once it comes your way. So for what's coming your way as a result of you aligning with your authentic path. So to me, the Knight of Pentacles is like he's responsible, he's steady, he's sturdy. So your energy is just going to level out for one. But with the Seven of Cups as well, you're going to have like one clear pathway. So whereas before it feels very confusing and you have like, it seems like you have a lot of options, really there's only one option. And the one option is just follow the light, follow your light. Follow your natural urges, like listen to yourself more. Listen to what natural urges show up. What else is going to come as a result of this group aligning with their pathway? King of Cups, Six of Cups, Hierophant. Yeah. So there's authority that comes with you aligning with your pathway. So you're going to be able to trust your emotions a lot more. Again, like the Seven of Cups and then the King of Cups kind of emphasize that. It's like you're going to be able to trust yourself. With this hold on, let me look at it for a little bit, see what I can pick up. Yeah, there's definitely status that comes with this. So it's just like being seen, but you're going to be very comfortable. The King of Cups is a very compassionate father. He's a very compassionate king. Like he listens to how other people feel, like what feelings they have, how they feel, what's going on. He's very good at doing that and just being very open and holding the space for other people. And with the Hierophant too, you're going to be holding the space for other people. You're going to be a teacher. So again, about the responsibility. So you're going to be someone who other people look up to for guidance because you're getting divine guidance straight from above here. He's pointing up. Is very much, again, about being attuned to being a vessel for divine guidance. With the Six of Cups, Six of Cups can be, so this to me is like giving healing of the past. That's what's going to be happening. There's a lot of healing around your energy period. Strong healing energy, healed light, bright light. But you're going to essentially be able to access this like beautiful inner child space within yourself because you've healed all past wounds, what I'm hearing. So let's go ahead and see what else we can pull. So advice for what this group can do to align with their pathway. I'll put this down here. We have here Unfinished Symphony number 10. Okay. So you need to start, if you're doing anything that's overly practical or just not what you want to do, that's not what we want to do. The Unfinished Symphony to me is about, I feel like getting back in that creative studio, allowing yourself to be more fluid and creative with your energy, because creativity and spirituality are, to me, are like very intermixed. So if you free yourself creatively, you'll be able to free yourself, your intuition more as well. Yeah, again, about, I think healing is coming through again. So Unfinished Symphony can be about healing or closing out cycles that we need to close out as well. I feel like some of these cycles are associated, like attachments, ego attachments we have to certain things that are not serving us. We need to release those so we can really allow ourselves to be free. Clarify this Unfinished Symphony for me. Four of Wands. Tell me more. Three of Wands. Oh! Yeah, it is about getting creative. And doing what you're passionate about. Yeah, so I think part of what they want you to do is envision with this Three of Wands, envision what you want to create. Envision the people you want to be around, the experience you want to have, the peace that you want to have. They want you to envision this, like on a regular basis is what I'm hearing. Envision the peace that you want to experience with other people, being around other people, because that's what you're going to be for people too. So you're going to be able to offer that experience to them. So envisioning that's going to help you. Guidance for this pile. Or, yeah, guidance for this. Anything else you want to tell us about this pile's authentic pathway? Confidence is going to be important. Yeah. Confidence is going to be important for you to step up into this space of authenticity. Confidence is usually quite valuable. What am I getting from these? Yeah, don't be afraid to be different is what I'm hearing. Don't be afraid to be different because you're going to be aligned with the people who are different just like you. Like, don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to stand out. Don't be afraid to be odd. It's like, okay, I'm a little odd. Maybe I'm psychic. And other people are like, what is that? But it's not for you to worry about. It's for you to just embrace for yourself. If Aquarius, tell us more about, yeah, we have here house 4. Okay. And, oh, okay, we'll just take that. Jupiter. Yep. So we have expansion, teacher energy coming through with the, oops, wrong card, the Jupiter. So there's a lot of expansion that's going to be coming towards you. Blessings, growth, life. Your life is going to feel extremely stable here with this Taurus. And what's interesting, I'm pretty sure Eckhart Tolle has, I think he's a Taurus. And I was thinking about him, and he definitely feels like a sun, not a sun, sorry, a King of Cups to me. But yeah, to me with that Taurus energy, it's like your energy is just going to be very stable. With this, that's what this Knight of Pentacles is here representing. It's like your life is going to be very stabilized. No more drama. Drama gone. No more drama. You're not about the drama. You're going to feel very calm, very confident, very reliable. People are going to rely on you. Things are going to unfold in a very reliable way. If chaos does come into your life, you're going to know how to deal with it with grace. We have here Aquarius. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Eckhart Tolle has a moon in Aquarius. I sworn he's a moon in Aquarius. I might have got it backwards, but I looked up his chart once and I'm like, he has both of these signs, Aquarius and Taurus, and I just realized that. Yeah, so you have to, again, what was I saying? Be okay with being different. Be okay with standing out. Being okay with you. You're futuristic. That's what this unfinished symphony was actually signaling. It's like you're futuristic. Your symphony is different. They want you to finish your symphony, your song, your creative endeavors. They want you to tap into that. Don't run away from it just because other people don't understand it. Maybe you're ahead of your time. That's okay. You have an imaginative vision, new earth vision that you want to offer this world. Own it. And we have here house 4. This is also what you're creating, is like comfort. Your home life is going to feel very peaceful. People you surround yourself is going to be very peaceful. They're going to be very like peaceful. Aligned with that. Okay, so let's just see any additional information for this group. Yeah, you are the artist. You are very creative. So let go of this feeling of, I can't write whatever song I want to write. You can write whatever you want. You're creating the pathway. Of your Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. So this is huge. I haven't seen this card in forever. But you unlocking your heart is important. Like a lot of healing your heart, listening to your heart is going to be important for you to heal this chakra, because it just unlocks so much. There's so much love that you're meant to experience, so much support you're meant to experience in this lifetime. And you're the one who's, because your heart is opening up, you're being able to offer, like your cup overfloweth for this group. Your cup is going to be overflowing to the point where you have so much to offer to other people. And they're going to feel like, wow, thank you. And I'm being taken to Bashar, and how people are always like, thank you so much for being here to guide us and show us the way. Thank you. Okay. Anything else, guides, that this group needs to know? Look at that, right in alignment with what I was saying. Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Follow the voice of your soul. Like Santiago, when he was listening to the language of the universe, follow the voice of your soul. It cannot lead you wrong. It might lead you through challenging experiences, but they're all for you to build strength. We have your Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. Your gifts is definitely being attuned and psychic and intuitive and spiritual and creative. Sharpen those gifts. Sharpen it. Sharpen your connection to it. Yeah. Beautiful. We have last. Romance. You're kidding me. They really landed on romance last? That like totally threw off the entire reading. Okay, we have your romance. It is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. Okay. They want you to know that romance is will come into your life as a result of you tapping into your authentic past. So this is going to be someone who's going to feel like a 6 of Cups. It's going to be like someone who's going to feel like home to you. Someone who feels very familiar, someone who feels like home, someone who's like kind of like a past life connection coming into this lifetime with you. It's just going to feel so easy for you. Yeah, again, with the heart chakra and your heart and romance, like listen to your heart, follow the voice of your soul. You're here to be centered and live the life, mind, body, spirit. All of those get to be aligned for you and beautiful for you. Okay, is there any advice you have in regards to the romance? I mean, I think following your heart and listening to your soul is the most important thing. That shuffle was very weird. Oop. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, so the main advice, again, that's coming through is like stabilize your energy. Stabilize your energy. I really love the Queen of Pentacles energy because she's all about work-life balance. She attunes to her emotions. She attunes to her creativity and her passions. So it's like, not only is she connected to those she's around and forming these beautiful bonds, but she also does the thing that she's very passionate about in life and is creating a life for her, again, stable. Creating a lot of stability for herself. So meditation, again, I'm going to emphasize it in every reading. If I have to say it a million times, that's fine. Meditation is going to be important for you. Get grounded in yourself. I would also encourage you to, because I have here, follow the voice of your soul, to ask and meditate with a question. Soul of the highest light, what would you like to tell me today? What message do you have for me today? And do an automatic write and see where it guides you or what it tells you, essentially. The Queen of Pentacles is also very fertile, very abundant. Yes, abundance, fertility. So yes, essentially lean into all those experiences. Know that you can have the life that you want and get everything you want. And the energy is going to feel stable. I think stability is something you really called into this lifetime. Like, you really want stability. You really want a life that just feels natural. Yeah, again, yes. Didn't I say all of that about the natural? And we got the Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So there's something about natural, living a life that just feels very natural to you. Very organic, perhaps, maybe even literally organic, but it's going to feel like a very natural path for you, where you can use your gifts. You can use, your emotions to tune in to your pathway. Okay, I'm going to end your reading here, group number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if it resonated. Have a beautiful day or evening. Bye. Hey, group number 4, Hey, group number 3, if you chose the Sodalite Pendulum, then this is going to be your reading. Okay, so as usual, I like to pull energies, and I read the crystal, and then I pull cards. So today we're looking into what can help you to align you with your authentic pathway. I'll be pulling cards for that, and then I'll also be pulling the cards of the outcome of what you'll receive as a result of you aligning with your authentic pathway. Okay. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. So the first thing that came through was I kept seeing the pyramids. So to me, the pyramids are very much symbolic of strength. If you think of triangles that has 3 sides, it's a very strong, durable shape. So your authentic path requires you to be strong and stable, true to who you are, and to also know that this is what you're manifesting as a result, is you're manifesting continuous flow of stability in your life. Strength. My body, spirit, very centered energy. Okay. So a lot of balance will come into your life with this pathway. I kept seeing a mirroring of energies. Not quite sure what that means, honestly. But I just kept seeing like a mirror or a mirror image or a mirror of energies. And I wonder what that means. Very magical here. Something about some kind of imitation happening. Not an imitation or what did they say? Like multiple realities? You aligning with a different reality or a different reality? Or you lining up with a certain kind of reality? I feel like that's what it is. So I feel like you're going to be aligning with it's the reality that you've always desired. So I'm hearing quantum reality, quantum jumping, quantum leaping, quantum reality of who you've always wanted to be. You're going to have a lot of moments like this where things are just going to line up, where you're going to have and kind of experience leaps and bounds, but leaps and bounds and shifts and movements where you're going to stop and pause, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, who is that? For a moment. You're going to be like, oh, I don't recognize myself. But you're going to be going through a lot of shifts in your lifetime, but it's just going to become normalized to the point where you don't really realize you're doing it. I think embracing this like reinvention of yourself is what's going to be happening. Because I was seeing, even with the pyramids, I was seeing the duplication of multiples. So something about, I wonder if you're tapping into channeling very heavily, because there's something about accessing like multiple realities really quickly or something like that. Very interesting, to say the least. Okay, so you guys chose the Sodalite Pendulum. Let me see what I can get from it. I think there's a lot of opportunity for you to experience a life of pleasure. Just really enjoy your life. Like, it feels very pleasant and delightful. That's what I'm getting. If you choose your authentic pathway, that's what's available for you. Yeah, there's also a fearlessness you'll be embracing as well as a result of you stepping towards this. I'm kind of seeing like a Power Ranger or some kind of guy, like he's really tough, like a ninja. So you're going to be accessing this like ninja frequency, I want to call it. I don't know why. You're going to be accessing this ninja frequency where the things that scare you, you can kind of handle them with grace and with ease. It's like staring fear right in the eyes. Very fearless. You're calling it like a very fearless pathway where, you know, things that would normally scare other people, it doesn't really you, because you've made becoming uncomfortable normal. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, you're going to be facing a lot of the fears that you've had before. Whatever was scared you before, it's like, okay, you get over it. And then another thing that scares you, and then you get over it. I think there's something that like daredevil-y that wants to come out of you, where you're wanting to face your fears very easily as well. You're like, oh, I don't want to let fear stop me. No ways. Let's hike these mountains. Let's go hike Mount Everest, I'm hearing. Like, that's a crazy feat. And to some people, it sounds crazy, but people do it all the time. So maybe, yeah, daredevil-y. Maybe you literally want to go do things like that, but energetically, you're going to be facing fears. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a nakshatra for you. So guidance for this group's authentic pathway. Shravan. Excuse me. Shravan. Let me grab the book. Where did I put it? So Shravan 22 is 22nd nakshatra. It's in Capricorn. I always associate Shravan with being like a teacher. Very much wise. Very good at guiding people. 22 is a very imaginative number. So that's about dreams, pursuing things that you've always imagined you could take on, being a visionary. 2 and 2 also add up to 4, which creates stability. So you're also creating stability. Yeah. So I would say Capricorn and the number 4 are all about stability. Now let's see what Shravan has to offer you. So this is for Vedic astrology, 10 degrees Capricorn to 23 degrees Capricorn. So one of the symbols for this nakshatra is a row of 3 uneven footsteps, which, as we can see from this nakshatra's image, are represented by its constituent stars. Okay. A trident and an ear. So the trident is symbolic of... Oh, something about communication and establishing order in the universe, as well as overlooking the universal affairs, kind of like a teacher, someone who's like here to guard the universe. The ear is symbolic, obviously, for listening and communication. So they said what makes this nakshatra a great communicator is it's a very good listener. So something about communication being significant for you as well, or being able to be an effective communicator and listener is important. Knowledge. Accessing knowledge, tapping into knowledge and information that can guide you. It's connected to Saraswati, the goddess of learning. So again, I think it's kind of tapped into that daredevil energy where it's like, I want to learn more. I want to be open to taking on tasks that I didn't know before. On a positive level, Shravan is an amicable nakshatra, which tries to be reasonable and keep its peace with its surroundings. It's calculative, but its higher expression, this calculativeness, does not have selfish motivations. Even its stubborn, unyielding nature is directed towards a higher cause in its positive aspect. It is a preserving nakshatra which doesn't like to leave things in the middle or undone. This is probably the reason why it is said that any activity started in this nakshatra always reaches its completion. Yeah, so to me that connects to the pyramids and the multiplicity of them. It's about being very sturdy, stable, So it's a very social nakshatra that likes to deal with like public dealings. And it can be very businesslike in its approach. It also makes people quite mature, especially if it's in the ascendant. And it says the downfall of this nakshatra is excessive generosity. Oh, wow. So you're really tapping into allowing yourself to be very generous and very giving to other people. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the guidance is for aligning with your authentic pathway. Devil card. Dang. Let me see. That's also Capricorn too. Interesting. Stability, strength, responsibility, ambition. Clarify the Capricorn energy for me. Three of Swords reverse. Okay, also about healing and releasing a lot of negativity. So, your authentic pathway, the guidance that they're offering you is you need to release or let go of any kind of negative things that are holding you back. And I would say trade this, instead of like this, the fear or any kind of limitations you've experienced around people, trade this instead for universal alignment and being of duty to the universe. Understanding that your pain or your difficulties and your challenging experiences taught you what you needed to know, and you no longer need to suffer. Now it's time to embrace a new way of life. Guidance for this group and aligning with their authentic pathway. So release that heartache. Let it go. Allow your emotions to flow. Sodalite can also be quite emotional. This one is a very emotional crystal and intense. So I feel like you diving deeply inward and meditating is going to be important for you to release. Know that emotions are meant to flow, not necessarily meant to be acted upon. Any kind of betrayals or disappointments, use this as wisdom. Turn it into gold. Alchemize it. Additional guidance for this group. Death card. Wow. They want you to let it go. Say goodbye. Yeah, they really want you to say goodbye to anything that was not serving you. So for you, the big piece of advice that's coming through for you aligning with your pathway is just letting go of any of those negative, low energies that aren't serving you. Because there's something beautiful that wants to be paved for you. Something generous, something very visionary. Perhaps you do have a tendency to be very generous, and maybe that's why in the past trust was broken down because people disappointed you. But there's another pathway being created for you here. This is just the beginning. In every ending, there's a new beginning. So endings are exciting because that means something's about to start. All right, even when someone passes away, that's a transitional phase. Okay, so tell us about what this group is going to unlock as a result of them attuning to their authentic pathway. We have here Chariot and a Strength card. Yes. So I feel like for this group, most definitely you have gone through some really challenging moments in life, like really, I would say dark night of the soul, without question. With these cards, that is a dark night of the soul. You've had those moments, and now they want you to use this as strength. You know, and I was kind of getting at that daredevil, but I was getting also that fierce Power Ranger energy. You went through those difficulties, but now it's like, okay, I can now face fears because I've been disappointed, but I'm not going to let that. I'm going to open my heart even more to the universe and let it guide me, right? We got Leo energy here. I'm going to open my heart. I'm going to tame my fears, become more disciplined, and direct my energy towards a path that's going to unlock so much more for me. The Chariot is about not fearing any obstacles. It's like, okay, we go through things, but you just push through anyways. Again, that daredevil climb Mount Everest energy. I guess that's what I was feeling, the heaviness. It's like, yeah, it feels heavy sometimes, but it can feel light 2. That's only one side of the spectrum. Okay, so tell us more, guides, about a lot of strength is what you're cultivating, though. Very much daredevil strength energy is what you're cultivating, moving into your future here. Tell us more about what's going to unlock for this group's as a result of them choosing their authentic expression. Knight of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Yeah, your emotions. Oh, you got a Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords. I was hearing the word confrontational. So to me, the way we got 10 of Swords at the bottom. The way I would interpret the confrontational energy, some people, when they go through heartbreak and disappointments, they use it as a superpower and they turn it into vulnerability. Here, they really want you to take your emotions and take the difficulties specifically and alchemize them. Because I think with this Knight of Swords and this Knight of Cups, you can actually help people who've gone through the same kind of distress and help guide them. You know how we love and we're drawn to people who are just very authentic and raw? That's essentially what you can create for yourself, is be this very authentic, raw person who doesn't hide away from disappointments or negative feelings. Why do we love those movies where people, like, everything goes wrong and then they find a way to achieve? Because why do we love the underdog so much? Because we love that they got back up. It gives us hope. And that's essentially what you can provide by talking to people about how do we process our emotions better? These are the disappointments that I've gone through, and yet I've thrived. So I'm definitely seeing you, if you're interested in like writing a book, for example, telling your story to other people. I remember there was a guy who came to, it was a church I used to go to. That was forever ago when I was a kid. And he talked about how he got shot or something and then he survived it. And I thought that was amazing. And then like he got shot and he found God as a result. But I just thought that was so incredible and so inspiring. But stories like that just help to keep me on the straight path, like a healthy path for myself. Okay, so guidance for this group. Yeah, you're going to be very dialed into your emotions with the Moon in Cancer and the Knight of Cups. If you're trine house 1, dang. Individuality, self-image, approach to life. Yeah, very brave. We got Knights here. I feel like you're just going to feel very brave. Trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So the first thing they want you to know is you're being very guided. With this house 1 and this trine energy, you're being very supported. And it's like, even though you felt at times like, I feel lost or I feel like I'm in the dark or alone and very disappointed at how things are panning out, they want you to know you can still ask for additional guidance here. They're very much supporting you on your pathway. But all of this here, they're saying offers a lot of value to your life. Like, because of these disappointments, you actually hold a lot of value. They hold a lot of value because they're like wisdom, essentially. They're here to help you, make you stronger. So some of those may have been karmic lessons, you know, with the Death card and the Capricorn. Scorpio and Capricorn are actually very karmic. Saturn is a very karmic planet. Scorpio is very karmic. So you might have had to called in karma for the sake of learning something here. And you had to surrender. It's like maybe you needed complete surrender to understand that you were supported. Just like that guy who was in that darkest, right? He got shot, yet at the same time he found God, like the ultimate nirvana. Additional guidance for this group. Whoops. Yeah, look at that. Child magical. Wow. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things. The belief that everything is possible. That's why you went through those experiences. Your soul called in those experiences because you needed to know, when you have nothing, how do I create? When I have nothing, what do I have left? Everything. That's what you find out. Sometimes it's like not until everything is taken away from us that we realize, wow, I have everything I need. That's insane. That's what you're learning. You got yourself and you got the support of the universe. Just by existing alone, you are enough. Ooh. Courage. Yes. Daredevil energy. For sure. 17. Courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. A lot of bravery, a lot of courage, and you're going to just live life fearlessly. Live life fearlessly. I can do whatever I want because I've gone through darkness and yet I survived. I've gone through darkness and yet I'm still here. Why am I still here? I'm about to find out. I'm about to explore. I'm about to have an adventure. I'm about to reinvent myself times 10. Like, whatever is possible, let's do it. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Lighten your load. That's advice. That's advice. Whatever you're carrying, let it go. You don't have to carry it anymore. You never did, but you definitely don't have to carry it. The weight of the world is an illusion. We think we have to carry the weight because we've been taught that. And then we realize, it's an illusion. So this can be expectations by other people, disappointments, feelings weighing heavy on us, our mind, our thoughts. I would say meditation, again, I cannot talk about it enough. It's going to be very important for you to tap into your soul and just getting centered. Let's see what else wants to come through. Broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Okay, you guys carry a lot of weight on your shoulders. Energetically, whether you realize it or not. I think because you take life quite seriously with that Shrava and Capricorn energy, you may take life quite seriously and you carry a lot of weight on your shoulders. You carry a lot of weight on your shoulders. And that's because it's something you are used to carrying, but you don't have to. You need to lighten the load. You need to lighten the load. The universe isn't trying to make you carry that weight. You feel like you have to. You don't have to. You're not alone. Okay, tell us more, guys. Advice. Look at all these purple energies. Like, you are very much supported. We have here Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning. Guys, I'm freaked out. I literally feel like I have people like ghost. You ever feel the moment where like, is there someone listening, watching me? Of course there is, but it's still kind of freaky. We have here Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. I already said it. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. It's an illusion. You learned in this phase. This is what challenging moments feel like, but it's an illusion. Now I can embrace everything. I can embrace abundance. Abundance is a mentality. It's an experience. Beauty is an experience. Love is an experience. Struggle is an experience. And all of them are choices. They're choices. Maybe karmically you felt like you didn't choose it, but your soul chose it for you to understand anything's possible. Will you let yourself have that gift? That's the question. We have here deservingness. You feel like you don't deserve to be happy. We have here you are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. You are very loved. We're so very loved. Like insanely supported in our journey. And every time you tell yourself, here's the thing, every time you tell yourself nobody loves me or no one cares, it's a lie. And you know it because it stabs in your heart and it hurts to say things like that. It hurts to say I'm not good enough. It hurts to say, because it's not true. Because it's not true. We're defeating ourselves when we say things like that. And we're telling ourselves lies. Embrace a new cycle that wants to be born here. The courageous version of yourself that gets to live the life that you've always wanted. Okay, so I want to find out more about what is unlocking for you as a result of you embracing this pathway. Wealthy man. Wealth, abundance. We've been talking about this. So to me, with the masculine wealthy man energy, this is about you understanding your infinite worth. your infinite worth. Anything is possible. Rags to riches, whatever you want, whatever reality you want to create, it's yours. Masculine energy is about going, doing. It's a daredevil energy. Nothing can stop me. It's that chariot energy. I can handle it. I got what it takes. I'm the magic. Magic gets to exist because I exist. I'm seeing 1111 on the clock. That's your number. 13, change, transformation. You're transforming into someone who's going to know their infinite abundance. Their infinite abundance. Keep saying every day, I'm infinitely abundant. That was my intention when I created this channel. I was like, infinite abundance, whatever that means. I was like, I have no idea what infinite abundance is. And then I just listened to guidance and I kept following it. And it keeps, directing me here and there and showing me what infinite abundance feels like, looks like, tastes like. It's an amazing experience, I gotta say. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and look up 1111 for you guys, and then we're gonna end your reading. Oh, here it is. You are one with God, angels, and the ascended masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. So for some reason, I was taken to the image of a child saying, oh, you know what? It takes me to that scene in The Help, where Viola Davis was telling the girl that you are love, you are special. What is that scene? Hold on, let me look it up for you guys really quick. You is kind, smart, and important. You is kind, smart, and important. Is that what it is? You is kind, smart. You is kind, you is smart, you is important. That's your mantra. You are kind, you are smart, you are important. I am really feeling like you have like very beautiful, pure spirit, and it wants to be unlocked, and it's coated in this heaviness of like thoughts and whatever you've identified yourself with here. That's not really your soul. Your soul is infinitely worthy and deserving. So you is kind, you is smart, and you is important. Group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if it resonated. Have a beautiful